Not my own bed. Not my own clothes. Not feeling fantastic.
Why not your own clothes?
Well, it's the party.
Yeah, but why do your clothes come off?
Because it's a party. Why should they stay on?
I mean, I've been to many parties before, Mike, and my clothes always stay on.
Loser.
Hey guys, welcome back to day 2. We have got a close friend of SFT's, Mr. Levels.
Hello.
On a different level.
Nice to be on. How are you?
Bro, yesterday we were all at a yacht party. I seen you dipping about, you're running around doing your normal thing.
As one does.
But you had a drink in your hand.
Classic.
So, what was it like waking up this morning with the hangover?
Well, the thing is, I actually have this thing where if someone tells me, if I have that voice in my head that says, Mike, go home, and I go home and I listen to that voice, I wake up feeling fine, fantastic, in my own bed with my own clothes.
Yeah.
Okay? If someone persuades me to stay,
Yeah.
then not my own bed, not my own clothes, not feeling fantastic.
Why not your own clothes?
Well, it's the party.
Yeah, but why do your clothes come off?
Because it's a party. Why should they stay on?
I mean, I've been to many parties before, Mike, and my clothes always stay on.
Loser.
Okay.
I really like this point of view.
Okay.
So,
Well, I want to speak about just introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do? And what have you created?
So my name's Mike. I'm a computer programmer, software engineer, and business developer, and now business owner. I have created a new way for traders to see and view and even trade the markets. This idea came about sort of 5 or 6 years ago, and I've been building it in my head for a while, and then building up the team from certain people, and then in the last couple of years we just smashed it out and built it. I've been doing this a lot, but I don't know if you know, it's called Levels.
I've already got a sticker on, guys.
I've been doing it a lot. I've been doing
he
it.
was waiting for this.
Yeah, I was.
Mike hasn't got a sticker on, but we have.
I've been giving too many out. I'm not a selfish person.
I see. There's one in your back.
Awesome. Is there actually?
No. So, look, I know where the space is going. You know where the space is going. Mario knows where the space is going. AI, robots, EAs, everything. I'm not too technological in these terms, but everything AI based is going to be the future. Now, am I wrong in saying that?
No. But AI is just an arm of technology. It's an abstract of technology. AI is a part of technology, and technology is here to stay. Everything that we're using right now, from this microphone to that camera, to the systems that you're publishing it on, all technology. Now it gets better. Now what AI does, it does certain calculations that humans are otherwise unavailable to do, because the same as a calculator. A calculator is a very cheap, an easy piece of thing to build. But when that was done, that was like a revolutionary new part of technology that we then use right now. Now I have a calculator on my phone. Now I can trade on my phone. The fact that you can trade on your phone, we're not trading from the pits anymore. The fact that you can trade on your phone is a revolutionary breakthrough. Now what AI can do is that it can work out these breakthroughs and it can multiply them. Now the scary thing about AI is that AI will build the future of AI. We use computers to build AI, and now AI will build the future of AI. AI will build AI 2.0, and then after that, 3, 4, 5 will happen in seconds. That's scary, right?
Wow.
I've got chills.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. So how is that going to be put into our space? Like, how can we use AI? Because you're seeing it in like editors and
I just say it for a laugh now. I just walk around just saying AI.
AI.
It's important.
It's a 2023 term.
AI.
It sounds kind of cool, technological. But what do you think things are going to come? We're going to get to levels in a second. I just really want to pick your brain about AI.
Away.
Do you know a lot about AI, or is that not really?
I know enough to get me by and have conversations like this.
Okay, cool.
But I don't think anyone knows enough about AI to really talk about AI. But I'm sure there are people going around talking about AI no less than I do, because this is my job.
So, do you think AI can trade the forex markets profitably, or will be able to soon?
Yes. But will the markets change due to AI? Yes, they will. It's like a constant Rubik's Cube moving around many different dimensions on many different planes. It's a very difficult question to ask because, humans have changed the markets. That's why we're not humans trading from their phones. They've changed the market. So if you had a bot that worked 30 years ago, before people were trading from their phones, it wouldn't be the same bot that would be profitable now. Okay, so you need something to change it. Now for that, you can use people, you can use a moving average. Imagine what damage the moving average did when it actually came out on a chart and you could see it. And it wasn't left to quants left who worked in a room. Quants who worked in a room used to come out with the original moving averages, and then they were just called geniuses, and then the traders traded them. Now we've got that on our phone as well. I have got a moving average on my phone. I can put that on the charts on my phone, open a trade on my phone. It's bonkers.
It is. And we don't take it serious enough that we are trading on the toilet.
Yeah, right.
In the shower, in our beds.
Right.
And we think it's just normal, but it's not normal. They were going to a pit with numbers above them.
And they were shouting down a telephone and opening a trade. They're like, I just opened a trade. This is mad. Yeah, hello, can I buy some more? I didn't even see the gold, but I managed to buy gold with the telephone. Now I am buying gold with the telephone, and I'm using my calculator, and I'm tweeting about it.
And their firm's giving you 100K, 200K, 300K.
It's technology, making things easier.
I remember when I started just MetaTrader version for PC, no mobile. So I have to open, see, and send you on there, make all mechanics.
Yeah, it's what
we're
used to. It's the breakthroughs that we're used to. The first trade that I opened was, I can't remember with which broker, but it doesn't matter. I called up on the telephone. I was like, can I open this position for like a pound?
Really?
And they're like, yeah, it's done. I was like,
Mike, how old are you?
I'm 36 in 2 weeks.
How long have you been trading for?
10 years.
10 years.
And I always knew the edge was in technology. I always knew the edge was going to be in automated systems. And so that, like, trading is how I started my career. And then it was the obsession with trading and building bots that then got myself into programming, because I became more and more haunted and teased by this wonderful dark world of artificial intelligence, of automating stuff. And so that's how I got into EAs. The first piece of code that I built was an EA. So that's how I can code, and then I used MetaTrader, MetaQuotes, MQL4, MQL5 to build certain things, and then get the hang of programming. And then from there, I took that to the next level and started building small web apps, and progressed from there. And then I managed to get a job in a blockchain company and met some really cool people there. And just haven't looked back. It's really cool.
Why did you get into the EA space? Why you're not a traditional trader, right? There's not many algo traders. What got you into that, I'm gonna call it nerdy space?
I think deep down I've always just been a massive geek. I think, and what happened is, I think just the concept of trading and markets moving, because the markets, they're hypnotic, you can always watch them already. I think that just amplified my passion for doing nerdy things. I mean, by default, we're problem solvers. We are problem solvers. We like fixing things. Back when we were kids, it was Lego. Like putting things together. Now I don't have Lego. Now I've got code, and I still stimulates the same part of my brain that excites me when you get something done, when you get a piece of code done, when you finish something. Like, I just find it really stimulating. Like, you can just be screaming at your computer all day, and then when it finally works, it finally compiles, it finally opens that trade. It's just like,
feeling.
Like, honestly. And so it's still those moments you spend lots of time coding, saying, I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job, and then as soon as it goes through, you're like, I love it.
It's trading
this.
though.
This is just like trading. Just like trading. So if you marry the two together, that's you got me.
Okay,
I love this guy.
I'm one happy guy. I do what I love.
Bro, your energy is amazing. Your energy is amazing.
Mike is an SFT friend. Absolutely.
Well, I do what I love, and I love what I do. More importantly, I love what I don't do as well.
Yeah, that is an important quote of Mike's. Mike quotes.
You can have it.
Okay, thank you. So,
Mike, I'm sorry. What is your biggest challenge?
Probably, I don't know, like interacting with people on a camera, like you put a microphone in front of me.
Like right now?
No, not right now. I mean, the microphone would have to be huge. So I think the more as I've become a problem solver, I've become more of an introvert. I'd like to say that I'm an introverted extrovert. Like you are. If you approach me with a microphone like you did, I think that I can perform quite well. But give me the choice, I'd say no. So I think my biggest challenge is alternating between the two types of character, where if I'm in work mode and you approach me, I'll be a nasty bastard to you. And it's nothing personal. It's just I'm being a different person. So I'm sure you get it too. When a text message comes through or an email comes through, it suddenly changes your mood.
I hate that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think my biggest challenge is, I've got many hats to wear in my company, and then all of a sudden I need to go from a coder to a friend to administrative side of my company, back to a trader, back to a coder. So it's alternating that. I can do it with a bigger team and alleviate it, but then my biggest challenge would be managing those people in an efficient way where I can just do the job myself. If that makes sense.
Do you want to step back then?
Sorry?
Because you're very much in the limelight. You're in front of the camera. This is your business, your company. So when you push things and things get bigger and bigger and bigger, will you then step back? Or are you learning to grow into this role now that you've
It's a very expansive question. I like it. I don't know. I think I'm shifting with the environment. I'm keeping ahead of the times. And as these times are changing, you have to change yourself.
Yeah.
The same as technology.
Yeah.
You have to stay ahead of the game. But at the same time, like you say, if the game is moving, then you by default are moving because you are ahead of the game. And if the game is catching up with you, you still need to stay ahead of the game, in which case you are morphing into something else. So unfortunately you don't have a choice. You can stay with the times. But you will eventually be overcaught. Or you got to get with the times, or you got to move with the times. And then where you position yourself with yourself in that time is up to you. I could be thinking 5 years ahead, or 1 year ahead, or just day after day. Or I could be thinking in the past and still accepting trades on my phone. This phone, not this phone.
No, I remember. Yes.
I like your sticker, by the way. Your sticker's really cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You stuck it over our logo, man.
But
Put it this side. Okay, what is levels?
So,
if you can, because look, we've gone over to Mike's booth and he's explained it very, very well on the computer. But doing it now, talking about it, can you explain it?
So we've gamified the way of trading, and we have married the concept of manual trading still being possible, but marrying that with the sexy side of trading, which is the automated artificial intelligence side that we handle. So for a minute, I want you to forget about MetaTrader. I want you to forget about funded accounts, forget about everything else that's out there, and I just want you to imagine a game, so to speak, where you start at level 1. You need to get pips to advance to level 2. If you lose level 1 by losing pips, the challenge is over. So it's still like a challenge. You can have as many as you like, but the difference with us is that you or me are not in control of lot size. So levels handles risk, levels handles leverage. We cover swaps, commissions. So never has trading actually been easier. And on top of that, we don't show you a floating balance value. So you don't suddenly see your balance shoot up or shoot down. When you're in drawdown or when you've got a big lot size open, the feeling can be between a hot bath and a cold bath in the matter of seconds. We all know that, and that affects your head, that affects your psychology. And I like to think that my company has alleviated that psychology. So it's made trading easier. Every level that you pass, you have the same set of parameters, like how many pips to pass that level and how many pips to lose that level. Okay, and you leave the rest to us. So no level should be more difficult than the one before or the one after it, if you see what I mean. Whereas a traditional trading account, as that grows, it starts affecting your psychology. Once you realize that you can afford this, once you realize that you're in this much by this much by drawdown, it just fucks with your head. Sorry, can I say fuck? Yeah, cool.
fuck.
Fuck. It just fucks with your psychology, and eventually, when you become a losing trader, you become a bad losing trader, and then it snowballs. So I like to think that by alleviating psychology, by giving the trader the best possible environments you can actually put them in, there is now really no excuse to reduce the losing rate of traders from 90% down to something like 80 or even 75%. I'd like to take credit for that if that happens. And so what we're doing now is finding these traders who can actually trade levels. Now again, I like to think that the levels is ahead of the time, but some people are very fixed on MetaTrader 4. That is a good example of not getting with the times. Reason being, MetaTrader 4 is 20 years old. Can you imagine if I had a Nokia in my phone in my pocket that was 20 years old? Use that as an example. Can you imagine if the technology you're using for recording this right now was 20 years old? It's prehistoric. MetaTrader 5 is good, and it's here to stay.
But I remember when MetaTrader 5 came out, a lot of traders complained about it.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
It's quite different for a couple of
structure-wise.
I remember that many communities, my teacher, for example, he complained with the MetaTrader 5 because they use different coding language too. So,
it's kind of the same. It's just abstracted a little bit, but otherwise it's relatively similar. But the point being is, what we've done is we are now a new trading platform, and it's a difficult thing to explain because I'm trying to get people to forget about psychology, forget about all the things that have been potentially holding them back until what's come out now. And on top of that, we're offering payouts that are otherwise, I say payouts, we're offering, reward. We've got a reward structure that's otherwise unobtainable through conventional methods of trading. How we do this is that we use AI to start watching you from your very first position. So the first trade that you will open, you don't see the position size, but it'll be something like 0.01. And as you open and close trades, that lot size will calibrate, and it will calibrate up as well as down. The same as you can go up a level, you can go down a level. So you can go up to level 3 and then down to level 2, down to level 1, then back up to level 2. There is no time limit. We don't disqualify for that. If you lose level 1, you're out. But if you can get to level 10, on a $1,000 challenge, how much do you think I can afford to pay you, or my company can afford to pay you? So you go level 2, 3, 4,
10K.
100K. And that's 100K, $100,000, not in a funded account, not in a demo account, real fucking money. Here you go, here is $100,000, please keep trading with me. Like, to your bank account. And then from level 10, you can carry on playing. You can carry on going up to level 10, up to level 11, down to level 10, then 9. You go back up to level 10, we don't pay you again. Your next target is level 15. Okay, now you pass level 15. I'm not going to tell you what we can pay you at. Check the website, because it just becomes.
Mike, how much do you make from this?
Sorry?
Because you're paying 100K.
We're paying 100K. We are giving you 100% of what we're promising you.
But you actually get 10 million.
Not at that level. But if someone makes it to a higher level, I'm not going to say the exact amounts because it just doesn't seem believable.
Yeah.
I've come today to show how it works by me lifting the lid off a little bit.
Yeah.
And, where I'm promising the trader 2 million, I've shown you and you before that it can make up to like 25 million.
Yeah, I've seen
And so even if I'm wrong by like 90% of it, I'm still affording to pay the trader. If you see what I mean. And yeah, that's what I mean by AI. AI watches your every single move.
Yeah.
We study it. We get to learn you as a trader, learn from you for every position that you're going to make. So when you win big. And when you lose small.
Yeah.
And, it's just a great mathematical model that we've been building and falling in love with over the years. And now we've applied it to a trader's mentality whilst making them a better trader in the first place because we've taken away that psychology.
Yeah.
If you open a 500 lot trade, the spread on that is a house. It's a house.
Yeah.
So of course that's going to screw with your head.
Yeah.
Whereas if a 500 lot trade is opened on levels, you won't even know about it. You'll just see the spread go down by -1 pips, and you'll never see the impactful damage that I see on the back end where I'm like, holy shit.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it, and I even get tempted to close it early when it's not even my trade
Really?
because the size is so big. When you start winning,
You must trust it a lot, man.
I want to. It's my job. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I've seen some people's faces just like, yeah, okay, and I have to almost apologize for the maths sometimes. I have to almost like lie about its success because people they're just like, yeah, scammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another issue.
I'm in the right place.
This is the industry for it.
And according to this, what do you think about the social media that provides services?
In what sense?
I mean, do you think that social media that we have today really fit for trader at the moment?
Well, I think it's a different time. It's a different generation, and in some ways, it's a different industry. Like you don't see Citibank is not on Instagram. You don't see someone saying "Thank you, euro, US dollar. Thank you, Citibank. I'm off to go and spunk my wages down the bar." And you see a picture of their convertible. You don't see that.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. Of course, that's what happens. We just don't see it. So I think this flaunting that we do, I think it's come from a younger generation where we can do it.
Yeah.
It can be toxic to a certain degree, but at the same time, it can be toxic not doing that. It depends which angle you want to look at.
And it is also traders' generations truly different than ours.
What do you mean?
I mean, the generation of traders that we have today is quite different than the
The
whole
brain dead generation, I say.
The brain dead generation, I love it. So we now live in a generation where I can get something from Amazon and I can get it tomorrow. I can get a 6-pack in 6 weeks. So I want to get rich in the same amount of time. I want to triple. Exactly.
That's the point. Yeah.
I want to be rich by tomorrow, and this is why people are obsessed with EAs. This is why people are obsessed with FX, because they suddenly think that they can catch up to these people, and that's what's the toxic part of it. These people have worked very, very hard to get to where they are, and they've worked very hard to keep up where they are. Lots of people, they can go high and then they can fall, but the people who are here, and if you put that on Instagram, then if I'm suddenly 18, trading will never stop, by the way. Someone will always turn 18 and want to take on the stock market. So the trading part is here to stay. There will never be someone that doesn't turn 18 or 21 and they're like, I can take on the FX market. I've always said that. Yeah. And so as soon as they become 18, they've got their parents breathing down their neck saying, why don't you do something with your life? And then they go onto Instagram and then they suddenly see this person a few years older than them, or even older than them, but they look younger than them because life is so fucking good. And they're in a car and they're like, hey, I want that. Now, they open that trading account with the mindset of that they're in a hurry, they're in a race, and they've already lost that race because they're trying to catch up. Like it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes perseverance, it takes sacrifice, it takes so much discipline for you to suddenly become there. It's like maturity. You can't just wake up tomorrow and be mature. No, it takes time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So back to your question, it depends what you put into social media for what you get out of social media. Like Facebook, for instance, I only use Facebook to see whose birthday it is, and I'll send them a message one time a year saying, happy birthday, mate. You know, my old friend from school, custody, whatever, fuckface. You know, I don't care, but once a year he'll hear from me. Now that's a fantastic device. If that was the only thing in my pocket, in fact, it's just one app that's in my pocket. If that was the only thing that's in my pocket, it's still amazing.
Yeah.
But Facebook can be used for selfies that then can deteriorate the thought process and, you know, the mental stability and emotional strength of women. It can be, you know, it depends how much you put in, you know, and then it's affected by how many likes it got or how many likes it didn't got, or who saw it, who didn't see it, how many times it was shared, blah, 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 blah. So if you didn't upload the selfie, if you just want to use social media for certain things, you can get as much out of it as you put in, but you can get as much toxicity out as you put in as well, and not realize it's toxic until that toxicity has been projected back to you. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's the right word, toxicity. That's the right,
Very,
right
very
word.
toxic place, man. Social media is a toxic place.
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, Instagram is a cool place, but it's not made for traders. Facebook
but it's the reason that we're here, though. It brought everyone. It's what brought everyone here together.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but this gives us the opportunity to say, okay, we are different because we are making something that is really made for traders. Because we want to take care of an environment that now is threatened by scammers and many people.
You will find scammers in every single industry. I guarantee you that Bulky McBulkerson's new diet program, you probably won't lose that much weight.
Bulky McBulk?
Bulky McBulk. I just made it up. I'm sure you won't lose that much weight as he did, and I'm sure you won't get just as shredded as he did. And when you finally buy his colourful course, you'll realise it's a fucking ebook. That happens too. You can call that a scam. I guarantee you that there are people taking advantage of every single market, but there's also honest people who put in the work and they didn't take steroids or they didn't blow their account, or you know, there are certain people in that industry and every single other industry. Even doctors, there's fraudulent doctors, but there's also honest doctors. Now you always, you know, there's dishonest coppers, there's honest police officers. You only hear about the bad ones. It's a shame because we're attracted to bad news. You know?
We are. Human nature, man. It's horrible.
I think we're attracted to bad news just instinctively. We are descendants of careful people.
We love it, man. We love drama.
Yeah.
We love drama. Mike, can I invite you onto the SFT website, the app, and create a profile and share, just like you share on social media, on Instagram, on our app?
Sounds a bit toxic to me.
It's very toxic.
Let's do it.
It's very, very toxic.
That's why you like it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we're seeing Mike download the app right now. You guys need to download it too. Mike will be on here posting his topless pictures. His OnlyFans will be linked on there as well.
Yeah, I charge a lot more than yours. Isn't yours free now?
Yeah, mine is free.
Yeah.
Yours is a Netflix subscription, right?
But I mean, you'd make more money because people want to see more of a little bitch than they do me.
Oh,
so you'd make a lot of money.
Fighting talk. We're going to end the podcast. He's going to end up round the back, man.
Told you. Told you. For free, too. See, I charge for that. I would charge money for that.
Mike, let me try to do a question that I used to do. I used to make in all podcasts. I used to do it very often.
Hit me, baby.
I want to know what was your bearish moment and your bullish moment of your life.
So I think life mainly consists of bullish and bearish waves. You never have a solid uptrend. I think you go up and down, up and down, up and down. But I'd like to think that trajectory that you go on, every low is higher than the previous low. I like to live, you know. I'd like to live in a world where I think that, and you know, some days it's true, some days it's not. But you know, I like to think that at one point, my most bearish moment is higher than my most bullish moment 5 years ago or 10 years ago, if you see what I mean. I like to think I'm on an uptrend, despite some massive breakouts down. I can also have some massive breakouts up. And that could be in life, that could be in trading, that could be in anything. That could be your home, friends, family, whatever you want to call it. You know, not call it, but categorize it in. You know, you have good moments in work, but you're having a bad time at home. You have bad times at home, but work's going well. You know, it's a difficult question to answer.
But you gave me one of the best answer that I ever.
Mike, you really are an extraordinary person, and I know anything that you touch and put your mind into,
it turns to shit.
It turns to shit. And it's going to continue turning to shit. Guys, Levels is shit. Don't download it. Don't join it. No, I'm joking. Honestly, it's been a pleasure having you on. I love speaking to you.
Yeah,
you motivate me so much, and the wisdom that comes out of your mouth, I genuinely take it to heart.
Oh, mate, thank you. That means a lot.
I admire a lot your work.
Thank you.
Really love
Thank you,
that.
guys. Likewise, I've been a big fan on here
Yeah.
for ages. I didn't know that I was actually going to come here and actually jump on. So yeah, thanks for making me. They made me.
So guys,
Made
thanks
me.
a lot. Thanks a lot. And we are happy to be here and see you on the next time.
Ciao.